It's supposed to focus on the vampire. It's not focusing on the vampire. That works. Anyway, hi. It's Thursday night, and welcome to Ultimate Guide to Spooky Empire. Okay, and say hi to Robbie there. Hi, Robbie. Haven't seen you in a while.
What's up?
Hey.
I see you have a friend there behind you.
Yes, he's my co-host.
Co-host. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for crack.
Like.
And we've got Laura coming in from, was it zombie or zombie something special? Yeah, there we go.
I would like to welcome everyone to Clam Bake. We worked hard on this.
We really did. We slaved all day over our vaginas.
True story.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so obviously all female cast tonight because we've got a lot to talk about. But before we get into that, let's do the typical disclaimer. Okay, because unfortunately, no matter how we've been doing this for like 2 years or something like that now, people still think that we are Spooky Empire. We are not Spooky Empire. We are not voices in Petey's head. We are not paid by Spooky Empire. We are not Spooky Empire staff. We are longtime Spooky con-goer veterans that just like to talk about things that Spooky staff officially cannot talk about. We are not a family-friendly show. We talk about all sorts of adult topics. Yeah, and we say things like shit, piss, cunt, fuck, motherfucker. So put your kids to bed. Yeah. So if we say something that tends to offend you, which we probably will, and if we don't, we're not doing our job properly, don't get pissed at Spooky, get pissed at us. And if you're easily offended, just go watch Hulu or some shit now because fuck you. So
no Netflix, I think, or whatever you kids do these days.
I don't even know what they do. Go to fucking 4chan or fuck if I know. I don't even know what they do these days. Fuck if I know. Oh God. Okay. I'm actually really surprised with Spooky because they've let loose like half a dozen like guest announcements in the past couple weeks, which is really odd because normally Spooky doesn't really like to start pulling out the big guns until after San Diego. Yeah, then normally they make us wait until at least after San Diego, before everything's at San Diego, which is going on this weekend, is, calmed down. And for some reason, I don't know, they've been pulling out the big guns.
I think it's great, though. I mean, it makes me feel like they have more up their sleeve that's going to be, like, really, really good. So I'm like, holy shit, how much better can it get? And I'm over here, like, trying to pick and choose exactly, because there's not going to be enough time, literally, to do all of the amazing things that are going to be happening that weekend.
It's turning into fucking Dragon Con, I swear to God.
On that note, I think it gives us more time to prepare, like, with Elvira and Sid and everything. Like, now we can kind of, if we want to be a part of that, we have plenty of time, and they'll get more people participating, I think. You know what I mean?
Oh, so yeah. Fuck yeah, absolutely. Let's see if I can do the screen share here, because I just want to like do a quick recap of who we have so far, if my cursor will fucking cooperate. Hang on, because I know we've already talked about like some of the guests that they've already done. Hang on a second. This really should be much easier. All right. Oh, no. Let's try this. Okay, just a quick recap. All right, see, there we go. We've already got David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson as they are off the screen now. Damn it. Behave. All right, but everybody knows about David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson and their VIP ops. And just so you know, the X-Files photo op that they're doing, ticket sales pretty much spiked after the announcement, and it's likely there's going to be a crowd specifically just to meet them. So if you're going to get the photo op in advance, I suggest doing it now. So, but yeah, I'm having Dave Duchovny sound my California, but that's it. Who else do we have?
Oh my God, I can't wait. That's going to be so amazing.
Yeah.
I was like 10.
All right, apparently this is not behaving. God damn it. All right, let's just stop this because this is being annoying now. Okay, that was the Soska sisters there, and you guys know about the Soska sisters if you've seen American Mary or Elevator, Dead Hooker in a Trunk, etc. They've done a fantastic job, so like they're going to be there. I'm really excited to meet them. We know about Peter Criss. The first one I'm seeing, Carl Weathers, for those of you that are Rocky fans. If you're Predator fans, he was also in Billy Madison, actually.
Yes.
That Billy Madison. Do the Billy Madison to me. Laura, come on, you know what it is.
Do the what?
The Billy Madison, the Carl Weathers. It's all in the hips.
Oh God, I'm not. I'm being shy. I need to drink.
Oh yeah, that's so not like you.
Over what we're drinking.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I mean, not to cut off.
See, the okay. Yeah. No. It's yeah. Right now, me, Coffee Shop of Horrors. Absolutely. The peanut butter, the peanut butter cup, which is fantastic. So that's right. I'm a true goth drinking coffee at night.
Awesome. Cheers. I'm drinking the blood of 13 virgins. So
nice.
Nice. Took a while to find them, but you know.
I was gonna say, where the hell did you find virgins?
Sometimes for some people, oral doesn't count. So you know, I made some. You know, I had to make some concessions. I found them.
I didn't even ask Robbie. It didn't even blip on my radar. I was like, sure, virgins, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just like, virgins? Where the fuck are you finding virgins these days?
At Whole Foods.
All right.
At Whole Foods.
Fucking Whole Foods. That's awesome. All right, Laura, what are you drinking?
Honestly,
I love that goblet, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, it's just Bacardi and some like sweet tea mix and seltzer water because that's fancy. It's not from Whole Foods though. It's not from Whole Foods.
Bacardi and
it's like a half-ass Long Island, basically.
It's like a ghetto Long Island right there, man.
That works.
Like Staten Island iced tea, I guess.
Florida.
If you're not from the Northeast, you don't get that joke.
It's southern. It's southern. Sweet. Anything with sweet tea is southern. So.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but new guest, and I'm sorry, I completely went off script because it's summer, and that Evil Day star right there, it basically just fries your brain. So just flat out. If you're a horror fan, you know what I'm talking about.
Awesome.
All right, but yeah. We talked about Carl Weathers, the X-Files. They're bringing in William B. Davis, the Smoking Man.
Yes, cigarette smoking man. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Man, I was so at the fucking show when I was growing up. It's that's wow. That's like for real.
Yeah. Let's say he did Poltergeist series. He's done Stargate, SG-1. He's done Smallville. He's done Sliders, Outer Limits, Supernatural. So he's got a lot of credits to his name. So, and I know he's also in on the X-Files group photo op. So I think there's like 4 of them all together, not just David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. So, and then Mitch Pileggi, who I am a big fan of because I love my 80s slasher films, and Shocker. Those of you that have not watched Shocker, oh my God, you're missing out on one of Wes Craven's best films. Fantastic. I mean, please tell me you guys have seen Shocker.
No, yeah, but he's just one of those actors that's, you know.
not this Shocker. That's the other Shocker. All right, but he's also done Dallas TV series. He's done Batman, the animated series, but not the famous one. As Commissioner Gordon and Sons of Anarchy. Mm-hmm. So those of you that Sons of Anarchy fans, you know, apparently he's been on that.
He was good.
Completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's made some other things too here and there. I remember just seeing him just pop up.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that like does everything.
Yeah, definitely. I like him.
Yeah. Okay. And for those of you that are metal fans, Phil Anselmo from Pantera is coming back.
That's awesome.
That's fucking. Yeah. Yeah. I have a funny story to share about Phil.
Oh, okay.
This goes back to like early mid 90s. I was working in a nightclub in Pompano Beach, Florida. I'm gonna leave it at that. And he came in one night and was just trashed out of his mind. And because he was so trashed, I don't know, I guess he was going on and on and on about the fact that he was the lead singer of Pantera, and the girls there didn't believe him. And I guess it was really funny because he ended up like showing everybody his driver's license, and he started causing like this big ruckus because he was drunk, and the bouncer ended up throwing him out. But he's like, "But I'm Phil Anselmo, look at my driver's license." You know, it was just, he just kept going on and kept repeating that over and over, and it was just,
that's sad, actually.
Which of us hasn't had a drunken night where we just
totally. But you know, probably in the situation that he was in, also, you know, maybe not a lot of people in that kind of, you know, environment knew who even Pantera.
Yeah, it was the early 70s. Well, not a lot of people knew who Pantera was back then.
Nights, but we haven't been like, do you know who I am? You know what I mean? I've never done that.
Speak for yourself.
I'm Laura Ashley, man. What the fuck?
That's right.
God.
People know me.
Webcast, you know? That thing.
That's right. That like 3 people watch. That's right. What the fuck? I have like 5 followers on Instagram. Don't you know me?
We need shirts that say we have a vanity URL.
That's metal right there.
Come on.
That's right. Do you have one? No. That's right, because you're not cool.
Like, where's your webcast?
That's right. Where's your webcast, bitch? Okay, Phil Anselmo's going to be there. He's fucking awesome. Carl Weathers, like we said, from Apollo, from Predator, from Action Jackson, Billy Madison. He's played NFL and Canadian football. See, that's what I want to know. I want to know about the Canadian football.
Yeah, that's like the random shit right there. So I want to know about that too. What's going on with it? Is it actually football or is it like soccer?
That's a good question. That would be question number 1.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, they're in motherland country.
Yeah, it's like, do they apologize after they tackle each other? I mean, how does that work? You know,
sorry, eh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you won the game, eh? Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Sorry about that.
And then they go have some Tim Hortons. Oh God.
It's Hortons.
Hortons. Oh. I'm not Canadian. What the fuck do I know? I'm not
I lived in Maine. I don't know.
It's the same fucking thing.
Close enough.
Close enough.
All right. And we also, Sid Haig, who apparently is doing Saturday only. And here's the thing. Sid Haig has done Spooky before. He has not done Spooky, to my knowledge, in the Captain Spaulding makeup.
Mm-hmm. He has not.
He's not done a photo op. He did do a wedding. I want to say that was 2005. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
2005? 2005. Yeah, it was 2005. He actually performed a wedding as Captain Spaulding.
Wow.
And the best man apparently had a tattoo of Captain Spaulding on his ass. So he bared his ass for like the entire ceremony. That's
so special.
But that's spooky. That's spooky, and that's not unusual. So yeah, the best man showed his ass the entire time.
Side note real quick, I still want John Kassir to do my wedding. I just want to throw that out there into the universe for a moment because that would be amazing.
Now, see, would John Kassir be doing it or the Crypt Keeper?
John Kassir, and then I just want the Crypt Keeper to like be pulled out of him just in the middle,
like a chest burster.
Yeah, exactly. No, I want him like with his crazy hair in a tux. That's all I want. And then just like the Crypt Keeper, just like if anyone takes my idea, I'm gonna be so pissed because they can probably afford it and I can't.
I'll see. Now you just did that, so you know it's gonna happen now because people do that.
Like, damn, that's a good idea.
I know.
Oh my God. All right, let's see. Who else do we got? Yeah, they just announced today. Robert Mukes, Rufus from House of a Thousand Corpses. Not Devil's Rejects, because that was Tyler Mane. But yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses, which I absolutely love, and I know I'm in the minority, but I love like grindhouse and exploitation stuff.
Awesome. What are you talking about, minority? Really?
Yeah, no, a lot of people can't stand House of a Thousand Corpses. And honestly, that's one of the movies where I say people didn't get it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies ever. Like, I can't even tell you how much I told people before that they can't date me unless they watch that movie because they'll understand me a little bit better if they watch it. Like, I love that movie so much.
It's amazing. It really is. It was one of the first like true horror movies that I ever showed my daughter, and it changed her in a good way. like she gets it now. You know what I'm saying? Like that movie's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh, so how old was she when she watched it?
Dude, I don't know. She might have been about 10 or 11. That's good parenting right there.
No, that's fantastic parenting right there. I mean, you know what? With the shit that's going on in the world today, that's much scarier than fucking House of a Thousand Corpses. Let's be honest.
No. I think it's more of a beautiful film. Like to me it's so.
Oh, it's incredibly artistic,
colorful. I loved it. I mean, I saw it when I was like 18, so it wasn't too far off.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. No, but I mean, absolutely. I think it's like, honestly, I think it's Rob Zombie's best film, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. You know, because
Chris Hardwick.
I agree. No, it's just the homage to Grindhouse and all like these 70s, just really gritty, raw movies. Fucking beautiful. Everything about it was absolutely beautiful. So yes, Rufus from House of a Thousand Corpses is going to be there, but and Sid is going to be there doing the makeup, photo op. The makeup's being done by Postmortem FX, so that's going to be fucking awesome because I know they did Bill Moseley when he did OP.
Yes, yeah, they did.
As well, so it's guaranteed going to be fucking awesome. So hopefully he's bringing Bill with him. Because I already see people on the website already asking for Bill, so who knows? It's
time with us, so why not?
Yeah, he really likes. He seems to enjoy himself every time he comes, so I think that would be great. And I mean, from the announcements that we just received, I don't know. I mean, I don't see why not. Why wouldn't they bring any more people from the?
No. Well, when they announced Sid, they did say that he's bringing his friends with him. Now, I know that was a part of the line from the movie, but they picked that line. So I'm like, okay, so obviously there's more coming. So I'm thinking Bill and a couple of them are probably coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big one, Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. Elvira is coming back to do a photo op. Now, the last time she did a photo op as Elvira was, I want to say 2009.
I think it's 2010 because I was at that one. I'm pretty sure it's 2010, but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it was at the Wyndham. It was 2010. She's an absolute darling. Gary Busey, yes, that's right, because she was Elvira, and that was the year Gary Busey got kicked out and I think banned from Spooky.
That was actually I think that was my second like full Spooky Empire, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening in my life right now?
Welcome to Spooky.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Wasn't he like trying to grow up her boobs or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, no, and that's one of those things, like, you know, you're a spooky vet if you have a Gary Busey story, because
no, I walked away. I'm like, did I really just tell people that that's what happened? Like, this is where I'm at in my life. Okay, cool. All right.
Hey, there's worse places to be. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Gary was a fucking hot mess that weekend, man. He was a hot fucking mess, and it's one of those things because Gary Busey is so out there, you don't know if that's really Gary or if he's putting on an act. You can't tell.
I don't know.
Because every conversation I heard him have that weekend was really fucking Twilight Zone crazy shit. I don't even fucking know.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to ask Robbie about this because she probably knows better than I do. The Coffee Shop of Horrors, the grand reopening. Now, Robbie, did you get a chance to make it out for that?
I did not make it out. I had some adult stuff come up, and I just couldn't make it out there. But they regretted it so hard. Oh my gosh, it just looked amazing. I mean, they had this beautiful new location. I know they've put a shit ton of work into it, and they're baking now, which is fucking A. I'm like, dude, come on, you gotta bring some cupcakes to Spooky, you know? And
oh my God, no, go ahead. I'm just looking at the chat right now, but by all means, continue.
Oh no, yeah, just saying that. Yeah, I'm sad I missed it, but they had a good turnout. They had a barbecue, they had a band playing, and definitely, gotta check it out. Like I said, they're baking. Matt and Roxanne are baking, which is super fucking cool. It's like one of my dreams is to be able to bake cupcakes, and just kind of like do that, So it's really cool to see them just succeeding and being finally accepted by the community in a sense, and because I know they had a hard time with that. So it's fucking cool, man. I'm just so happy for them, and I just wish them loads of luck in their new location, and hopefully they expand even more. Be fucking cool.
Yeah, they need to come further east.
Yeah, yes, they do. But hey, you gotta start. You gotta start somewhere. And I know that
absolutely. So I can't wait for them to open other locations. So hopefully they'll get a little further east, so we can actually visit there more often. Since it's a 45-minute drive for us.
You can take a road trip, split gas. We got this. We can do it.
Oh, we got this. Absolutely, absolutely. Chris in the chat room saying hi to everybody, and he, of course, is on the cool kid train because he likes House better than Devil's Rejects.
Yes. What was that?
That's right. No, Boris. Boris was saying that he actually likes House of a Thousand Corpses better than Devil's Rejects.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Devil's Rejects was too streamlined for me. It was just like any, I don't say it was like any other movie because I love Rob Zombie.
It was like Thelma Louise on fucking crack.
Yeah.
The fucking Thelma and Louise of horror. That's
really yeah. Like, that's what it felt like. Not that I didn't like it, because I did like that it was a continuation to that story, but it didn't have the same impact and didn't have the same, like Laura was saying, that same cinematic quality that that House has. It's just
and
I think it was good. It was too polished.
Definitely too polished. Exactly.
Karen Black not being in it was not fun.
Thank you. That was one of my dream guests that I'm still disappointed I never got a chance to meet. Was Karen Black.
Me too. That bummed me out.
Massive Karen Black fan. Leslie Easterbrook is fantastic as Mama Firefly, but I'm a fan of Karen from Trilogy of Terror, like all the way back. So
yeah, she's amazing.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that's someone I'd like to see, and we're going to get to that in a minute, but guest requests that we want to put out there to the universe, hoping. But, that would be an interesting one. Just the Zuni doll from Trilogy of Terror. Just not the actor, just the doll.
Oh, yeah,
the actual awesome. Screen accurate doll. Dude, that would be fucking amazing.
That would be fucking cool.
Okay, but yeah, let's see. And Allrox1323 says they need Gary Busey stories. Oh dear.
Oh.
Well, doesn't he have like his nephew that lives in this area, right? Mike, was it Mike Busey?
Yeah.
Jake?
Well, wait. No, Mike lives in the area. Jake lives somewhere else, but I know they've both been to Spooky Empire, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Mike lives in like Ocala or something like that. Or he did.
Yeah. But that's totally a thing. Since Gary's been banned, apparently.
I think he's one of the few people to have been banned
from Busey at Spooky Empire. Just one.
Yeah.
Just one.
No,
time.
What? Yeah, that's true too. Okay, but Jake's been Jake's been there a number of times. Jake is friggin' awesome. He's an absolute fan favorite. Gary,
I remember him hanging out the hot tub, bringing everybody beer. Like he was super cool.
He was very fucking cool.
Like handing it out to everybody at the hot tub. I was like, hell yeah, this guy's that's great. He's awesome.
Yeah. I saw him running around the celebrity autograph room, like with a chainsaw, just like, in between everybody's legs, just, so I was like, okay, that's cool in my book. But Gary, on the other hand, I know that weekend he was hitting on like underage girls.
I have pictures.
Yeah. As a lot of people he was hitting on, he could not hold a coherent conversation to save his friggin' life. He was just uppity and obnoxious to everybody, and just he was not a good guest to have.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, we don't want him back.
I'm good with the fact that he's banned.
Yeah, and I think he's actually the only guest. No, actually, that's not true. I was like, he's the only guest to my knowledge has ever been banned. I think there's been one more. Can't think of who it is off the top of my head, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? This is probably, I don't know which one of you knows more about it. The Tattoo Festival. I don't know if Robbie knows more about it or Laura knows more about it.
I just know about it because I've, we've worked there and stuff, but I haven't seen any more announcements besides I want to say that they were bringing Paul Acker back.
Okay.
But I haven't, that was the last kind of post that I saw. But they always kind of wait until it gets closer to really start promoting it. But same. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see it in this new venue, because the venue is so big and different. So I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do with it, rather than having it where they've had it in the past. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons that they brought it up, I think it's like it was National Tattoo Week this week, and I think that's one of the reasons that they announced it. I didn't know National Tattoo Week was the thing, but apparently now it is. I guess everything has a week now. So okay. Let's see. I've been trying to get my tattoo artist into the tattoo festival for a while, but
oh my gosh, yeah, but he must be like super busy, I'm assuming, right?
oh, he's always super busy, but he's also a big horror fan. So, and if not him, Freak. And I know most people at Spooky know who Freak is. If you're a tattoo artist, you know who Freak is.
I feel like also from having like tattoo artist friends and stuff, some of them don't necessarily enjoy having to tattoo at a convention.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just like being, you know, it's just a lot of distractions and, you know, if you have a set client, then you're not really making any extra money, but if you don't, then it's kind of hard to kind of get the people to sit down and get a tattoo.
Oh, so, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, but I do like that they are able to promote their arts and they're able to sell other things besides just their tattoos, because that's really promotion for them as well. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I absolutely agree. All right, let's see. And one thing since we started talking about it, since this is a really guest heavy week, we wanted to start talking about, obviously, since if you go to the Spooky Empire page, everybody's asking for guests. They're asking for everybody from, and I've seen a lot of requests for it, the girls from Night of the Comet. A lot of people are asking for that. Was like really random. I'm not really sure why, but that was a big one. Of course, since they're doing, you know, House of a Thousand Corpses, and they're bringing Sid Haig, everyone's asking for Rob Zombie, of course. And I've seen a lot of other requests. I haven't seen all the ones from Robert Englund yet.
Why do we not get him? It's just like, what is it?
Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
He probably wants too much money.
That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, because from what I understand, they have to like give him a guarantee of some sort, money-wise. And I mean, come on, it's Rob Zombie. And he's probably super busy, I would assume. I don't know that he's ever done a convention. Maybe. Has he ever done a convention? I don't think so.
Just San Diego, maybe. And even then, it's kind of in and out.
Yeah, but San Diego's not for horror, though. I don't know.
I don't know. But that's something. I know he's on, like, Laura's wish list, too. So
yeah. That's a dream right there.
Yeah, but the requests have actually been pretty interesting. I mean, Richard E. Grant, if you remember Warlock, he was like the Warlock hunter in the Warlock movies. A lot of people were asking for him. English comedians, not really sure why, but like
Jim Jeffries.
Let's see. That could be interesting. Jim Jeffrey, that would be okay. But I mean, like Eric Idle and Monty Python actors, Mr. Bean, people are asking for stuff like that.
Interesting.
Not really getting why.
Well, that would be an April show thing, possibly, maybe.
It would be. And I find it interesting that people are asking for stuff like that, but in the same breath, they're complaining that there's not enough horror at Spooky Empire.
But maybe it's not the same people.
It's probably not, but that just cracks me up, the polarization that I see between the two.
Yeah, well, because, you know, I don't know. You know, people have funky, if they've never been, or you have only been a couple of times, maybe they're like wanting it to be more in the, I don't even know.
Yeah,
consider that. I mean,
more mainstream. I know, I don't get it.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Let's see. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. Fuck the mundanes.
Fucking mundanes. Let's say people are asking for Matthew Lillard again, which Matthew Lillard is a fucking amazing guest. Dude, every year I'd get his autograph every fucking year. Brad Dourif, who like we've been begging for Brad Dourif for a while, and I think it's a possibility this year, considering it's the 30th anniversary of Child's Play. I think something like that. I don't know, but it's I know
his daughter Fiona. She's fucking stellar actress. I would love to see her as Spooky.
Is she really?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
She's in the first season of Dirk Gently. Yeah.
Nice.
And but also she was in the last Chucky that they did. And she's fucking good, man. She looks just like him. But she's really great. That would be a cool, you know, kind of something different if they were to come together, maybe. So yeah.
Let's see. My in-laws just saw Rob Zombie in Chicago over the weekend, headliner with Marilyn Manson. You know, that's funny because Manson and Zombie have been touring together for like, what, 20 some odd years now? I mean, Laura would probably know that better than anybody.
I've never seen Manson. I'm not really a fan. I know I'll probably get crap for that, but no, I've seen Zombie a couple times.
Not from me. But I know they've toured together like forever. So let's see. My son just watched all 6 Tremors movies in the last 3 months. He would like cast from them. Yeah, I know a lot of people have asked for Tremors as well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Brad Dourif was at Spooky not long ago, and it'd be awesome to have him back. That's true. I completely forgot that he was at Spooky. It was only a couple years ago that he was at Spooky, but it would be very cool to have him back. Let's see. Tony Todd again. People are asking for him. People are asking for Ted Raimi, Laurie Petty, Ray Wise. So it's all over the board. You know what? Let me just throw this out there just because we love doing this. Laura, who would you like to see at Spooky?
She frozen?
Oh.
Let it go.
It's skipping. Yeah. Oh, is it working? Oh, maybe not. All right. You know, Robbie, who do you want to see at Spooky? Let's wait for Laura then.
we were talking about it earlier, but I've been watching the shit out of some Ghost Adventures lately. So I think it'd be a lot of fun to see Zach Baggins come, and I would request for him to bring some of his haunted items, because he has a museum in Las Vegas where he collects. Oh, really? Yeah, he collects haunted artifacts, and he has a Dybbuk box, and just people bring him shit that they don't want in his house in their house anymore, and he collects all these things in this fucking museum. So
that's pretty cool.
Oh man, you should see some. There's actually I don't remember what it's called right now. Haunted Possessions, I think it's called. And he films it in his museum, and you can see all the things that he has. But he has like a human foot, and like, you know, real things that, you know, people kind of bring to him because they're scared to have it in their house, or maybe they have some activity or whatever. So
a human foot. Okay, I want to know who brought him a human foot. How the fuck does that come about? Oh, this human foot. Ever since I had it in my house, weird things have been happening. Here, have the human foot. How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah. Well, no. I think it's like it belongs to like a mummy or something like that. So that's why they're saying that it's like haunted, because it's like attached to, you know, some Egyptian curse or some shit, like this sarcophagus that they're trying to open right now.
Oh yeah, the sarcophagus. Now the sarcophagus, that would be fucking cool.
Oh man.
But yeah. It's something that a bunch of people have been bringing up to me for quite some time now, and I'm always the last one to be on the train when it comes to like new horror movies and new horror stuff that I would really enjoy, but I'm like, yeah, only because people bug me to see it and I dig my heels in and I don't. The show Dragula, the Boulet Brothers Dragula. I don't know if any of you have seen this at all. Now, when I first heard about it, I thought it's like, okay, it's another RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's so not. It's so completely not. If you're an artist, if you're a cosplayer, if you're a creative person of any kind, you will fucking love this show. This is the counterculture, the alternative side, the dark underbelly, and I do mean dark, of drag. This isn't just drag. This is performance artist, just fucked up shit. And it's fucking amazing. It's some of the most disturbing. I mean, more than once, my jaw literally dropped during this show. Yeah, and turns out, yeah, it really is absolutely outstanding. And while I think Spooky is fantastic as it is, one of the things that we love about the October show, it's not just guests and the vendors, because so many cons, there's just the vendors and the guests and the Q&As, and that's it. But that's not what Spooky does. Spooky always brings in great stuff, not just like the Tattoo Festival, but they bring in these amazing artists. They bring in like the vaudevillians, like burlesque. They bring in like Mucklebones, or you know, it's like performance artists like Enigma, stuff like that. So I personally would love to see the runner-up for season 2. Her name was Victoria Elizabeth Black. During this, because there's 2 seasons, that both on YouTube and on Amazon Prime. I binge watched them in like 2 days, and holy shit, just really fucking out there performance art, disturbing, fucked up shit. Really awesome. And it's like, not, like I said, it's not just like drag queen shit. It's in the words, just like necrophilia and just not even just special effects and makeup. It's artistic beauty.
I know, but you know what? I feel like they haven't really advertised it or marketed it in that way, because I felt like you felt in the beginning. I'm like, oh, great, another,
another drag queen show, but that's so not it.
Great, but there's so many going on right now. It's like, dude, I want to see something different. And
exactly.
Now that you're saying this, I'm thinking, I wonder why they didn't promote it a little bit better. But then again, Amazon Prime, if it's an Amazon Prime show, they don't do a good job at that.
I agree. I agree. And I think it's become very popular in a lot of the underculture, because after I started watching it, then my friends started telling me they already watched it. So it's kind of word of mouth, and it's already started to build. And I already see like a lot of the contestants have like 60,000 followers on like Instagram and stuff like that. So it's slowly getting a cult following.
Yeah.
But
kind
because
of like shadows.
Yeah. I mean, Spooky likes to be on the forefront of the new trends in horror. And I think, oh, there you are.
Yeah, sorry about that. I hit mute and then it didn't come back. Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, let's go back just for a second. Like, who do you want to see at Spooky?
Who would I like to see at Spooky?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Other than Rob Zombie, you already know Rob Zombie.
No. I'd love to see like maybe Anthony Hopkins. That probably would not happen for me. But I love like the What We Do with the Shadows guys, like the whole crew.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to meet them, so that sucked for me.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm
always happy with the lineup. Like I'm not a huge, that's why I think you guys have me here anyways. Not a huge celebrity person. There's not a lot of people I want to meet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I just kind of like going and just like whoever's there. I actually really liked it when what's her face from Once Upon a Time was there.
Lana Parrilla.
Yeah, like I thought that was really unique, because that's not something I would have expected, and I had a really good time watching her and listening to her. I think she had a different perspective too, because I don't think she was like super into like anything horror really. So that was really cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'm always happy with the guest lineup. Like I'm excited, but there's not like anybody I'm just like dying to meet. So.
Oh yeah. No, but I mean that's why it's like and that's I was starting to talk about this. It's one of the things I love about Spooky is it's not just the autographs and the vendor room and that's it. Some of the artists they bring in, and we were just talking about Dragula, and I don't know if you've seen Dragula at all, but just the artists that are on that show.
Talk about it. I want to see it.
Oh my God, just the artistry that's on that show. Like I said, whether you're into special effects, whether you're into makeup, whether, cosplay, just art of any kind, like the women on the show will absolutely astound you. And I would love to see Victoria Elizabeth Black is local. She's from Orlando, and she came in, I think, like second or whatever on like season 2. So she performs all over Orlando, and I'm like, oh, well, she's local girl. So it's like, I would love to see her at Spooky, because the stuff she does is really just disturbing and out there.
I did a show with her, and I was so nervous. It was just like a body paint thing. Like we were going to be in the same group, and I was so nervous. Like I saw her photos. I was like, oh, I cannot do this.
Oh yeah. She's intimidating as hell. Yeah.
Like in a good
but
way.
I was
like very intimidated.
Yeah. But I would love to see stuff like that at Spooky, just not even just film and TV stars, but just artistic icons like that.
Yeah.
Especially since I really think this is where horror is going. Not just like horror movies and stuff like that, but like, beauty and horror art. I would love to see stuff like this. So, I mean, I'm personally throwing my Victoria Elizabeth Black. I would love to see her at Spooky. I would love to see her perform at Spooky. I would be over the fucking moon. So that's just a different.
You know who I'd like to see is oh my gosh, I don't want to say her name wrong. Is it Angela Bassett? Huh? Oh, nice. Fancy. Who plays Marie Laveau in American Horror Story?
Oh yeah, Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I would love to see her. I would love.
She's so pretty. Oh my goodness.
I would be intimidated all the fuck by her. Yeah.
She's maintained herself up and looking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I would be intimidated all the fuck by her.
Boobs though, like 3 tits. That's what I want. I just want to.
Yes. Oh
I'll bring an extra hand so we can I could touch all 3 of them at the same time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, cosplay is not consent.
I love. I love watching her. I could just watch her all day. So I would love to meet her.
Yeah, but I love stuff like that whole sideshow stuff. I know Spooky's done stuff like that before. I would love to see more of that. And I think that sort of thing to bring in not just the autograph seekers, but just appreciate, horror appreciators.
What's
you know,
that?
of just like
Penny Circus.
On that note,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if my background noise is crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, on that note, I think that if I go too off here, pull me back in. But on that note, like you were saying with like makeup and all of that stuff, appreciation, special effects, I would love to see more panels on that. I do go to Dragon Con every year, and there's quite a few panels on it, but there's still, even at Dragon Con with like 90,000 people, there's not enough. So I would love to see Spooky Empire even bump that up. You know, I know
they're planning some shit for this October, so they're definitely going to be having panels up the yin yang.
Awesome.
The whole weekend.
Just like,
so
you know, like resin casting, or I mean, I wouldn't even mind doing a panel on that. You know, like teaching it or something, because I've done that, and I think that would be so fun.
I mean, you know, there might be space if you're really interested in doing something like that. So
they're gonna work something out there.
I would. Well, I mean, hold on, we gotta like.
She's gonna hook you up.
Yeah. No, seriously, I think teaching people how to, you know, a lot of people go and I think they want to express themselves and they don't really know how, they don't know where to start. So I think that would be really, really awesome to do that. Any little bit.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I've seen Spooky do stuff like that before, but that's, again, something I love emphasizing on this webcast is this isn't like MegaCon where you just go and see whoever's signing and then you get a photo op and then the vendor's room and you're done. You know, this really is an all-inclusive experience because of stuff like this. And that's why we suggest, guests like Dragula or the Vaudevillians or stuff like that. And I'd love to see people bring up, there was a horror belly dancing troupe a lot of people were talking about a couple of years ago, where like this incredible like horror belly dancing that was stuff straight out of like The Ring and just really weird gothic shit on stage. It was friggin' beautiful, and I would love to see more stuff like that at Spooky.
The
just for
I think it was I can't remember if it was October or this recent one, but the burlesque was really creative too. Like I think
October,
I hope people give that the credit it deserves, because I just, you know, it's like burlesque, okay, but it's at Spooky Empire and they always step it up and it's always a little creepy, and I'm always just I've seen a lot of burlesque shows, but I was blown away with the creativity last time. So
yeah, that was awesome.
Lexi
seeing her Oogie Boogie, oh my god, that was like the best shit.
Phenomenal. She was amazing. And the girl with the bear, I think she had like a bear and it was bleeding and there was like buckets of blood and just like, it was just crazy, crazy stuff. I loved it.
Yeah. And this is why I tell people to watch Dragula.
If you want to see things like that, then you have to make sure that, you know, that people actually go, because I feel like a lot of people sometimes request, oh, I'd love to XYZ, and then nobody fucking shows up. So then they have to scrap it because it was a good idea. And everybody's like, yeah, I want that. And then when it comes time to it, it's like, oh,
I agree.
So,
well, the good thing too about the burlesque is that I think people need to realize that you can, for the most part, I don't know about this hotel, but I mean, you can bring drinks and like get crazy in there. Like, it's not like you can't party going to some of these events. Like, I always go to the burlesque with like my Bubba keg and I'm cheering them on, and like, they love it. They want the crowd to get rowdy. You know, like, you're just going to sit in a freaking hotel room and drink. That's great. But like, why not go watch some people be creative and express themselves and support them? You know, I think that's awesome too.
Yeah.
Might as well.
No, that's a fantastic point. And I think more people need to realize that. And that's one of the reasons we have this webcast, is just to let fans know there's more to it than just the X-Files photo op. That's all well and good. But when you're done with that, there's still a lot more to do. There's a lot of stuff to choose from all weekend long. You know, you want to make it an all-inclusive experience, you know, and stuff like that. Like I said, that's why, I mean, I'm pushing the hell out of Dragula, because it's like I was stunned and shocked, and it's so hard to shock and stun me. But just the fucking art and the level of artistic beauty in all this fucked up shit that you see on stage. This is, trust me, this is no RuPaul bullshit.
I'm watching that shit tonight.
Holy shit. I've already binge watched it in 2 days, and I'm probably going to watch it again, because just some of the acts they put on stage are just really, you are going to be so inspired. If you're a creative type on any level, you are going to be so fucking inspired. Oh, I love it.
What is it on?
It's, you can find it on YouTube, or you can find it on Amazon Prime.
I think she
either
shared
or
us in our messenger. You can probably go back in there.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah. It's just because, I mean, like I said, people have bugged me forever to see it. And thank you, Dino, by the way. So Dino was the one that recommended it to me, and I'm just absolutely hooked. And I was stoked because Victoria Elizabeth Black actually ended up following me on Instagram, which I'm like, I'm dead. I'm dead.
That's
I'm
awesome.
dead. I'm dead. But I mean, and hopefully, and that's something that I'm sure like Spooky will be getting into in the next couple of months is because October is always the big show where not only they do the panels and the Q&As, but they put on these extra, I mean, like the bands, first of all, and I think they said they were bringing the Car and Her show back, which I am absolutely thrilled for.
I love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Just
I
looking
know.
out my hotel window and seeing it made me so
All the hearses like lined up. I like it. Yeah.
Because I feel like I travel,
yeah.
you know, a lot, and I'll look out hotel rooms and same shit. But like you look out, you see all the hearse, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm a Spooky Empire, you know?
That's right. I'm home.
I'm home. Here I am.
And if something happens, you have a ride.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love that. Something happens, there you go. There's hearse waiting for you right in the parking lot.
Like, what's the worst that could happen? Nothing. You're good.
Exactly. If you know, worse, if you die, you already got transportation taken care of. So there you go.
You're all set.
Sure.
Alcohol poisoning, right in the back of the hearse. So, but yeah, and they're gonna be doing that. I think. I hope. And they're gonna.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. But I think that's all we know about Spooky this week. Let's see. Yeah, and yeah. Shannon says she wants to see more makeup artists, which I agree, and that's one of the reasons I thought Dragula, because these girls, holy shit! If you want to learn makeup tips, I'm telling you, follow a drag queen.
That would be awesome. But also for people that are looking forward to that
panel, just saying.
Well, you gotta pay. You guys have to pay attention because there's gonna be some panel scheduling coming up soon. I would imagine in the next month or two. So, there'll be tons of makeup and prop building, and I want to say John and Eric may be back, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. It would be nice if those two would be back. Now, only if John is drunk. John has to be drunk during the entire panel. So. I love John, sober or drunk, but it's like drunk John just causes so much more trouble, and I love it.
When I first.
So. But very, very cool. All right, I think that's it for this week, I think, off the top of my head, unless there's anything else that I'm forgetting that you guys want to bring up. Speak now or forever hold your penis.
Yeah. I love
penis. No. What?
We're good. What?
Okay. So, and I Boris is still smiling back there. It's apparently he's enjoying the show. What is he looking at? Is he looking at your ass? Is that what he's doing back there?
Always, he's Boris and up Laura's skirt that one time. Just saying.
That's true. He's probably still smiling after being up Laura's skirt. That is true.
It's true.
Laura seems confused.
This happened?
I have video.
Boris was up your skirt. Yes.
Oh my
God. I have
God.
video. Testify.
What happens at Spooky does not stay at Spooky.
I no habla inglés. No habla.
No
habla nothing. No, Mr. Superman, not here. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us this evening. As usual, subscribe to the YouTube, like the Facebook page, give us your feedback. If there's something you want us to rag on or talk about, let us know.
I have something. The URL, did you share it?
I did not. I shared it on the Facebook page, but yes. Thanks to you guys, we finally have over 100 subscribers on YouTube, and so that means we got the vanity URL on YouTube finally. Yay! So it's youtube.com/C/Ultimate Guide to Spooky Empire. So we actually finally have a channel now, so you can actually share it with your friends. Thank you guys for that. So now we don't have all the jumbled numbers and letters and fucking Russian hack bullshit.
Looks really good.
Right?
Yeah. Is Crystal still talking?
Hi, Crystal.
Yep. I know. I'm like, should I mute this? Oh no.
It's fine. No, she's got fellow Spooky family there, so it's all good. Everybody loves Crystal.
Yes, Spooky vendor. Woo woo.
That's right. No, Spooky artist. fucking artist there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back in the next week or so. Hopefully, if the evil Daystar doesn't melt us to like fucking spooky puddles, because that's very likely. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you keep an eye on the Facebook page. Anything that goes on, we'll be sure to let you know. And with that,
do we have any questions or anything in the chat?
We're talking about, let's see, the cast of Big Brother Jake as a guest. Okay. Necrophilia, there's a selling point. Awesome. Rob in the chat room wants a Small Wonder reunion. Okay. Good. Let's see. Yeah, and Boris says that he can see everything that Boris sees behind. Okay.
Boris.
Yeah, he's that's like he's like the voodoo doll where his spirit is inhabiting that cutout behind you.
Yeah,
but yeah,
my mom, she tried this because this is like where I have my crafting shit, and this is where she sleeps. And she came in and she's like, "Is it okay if you put that away? I don't know."
Hey, if that's a voodoo doll, his eyes are fucked.
Yeah, he's got googly eyes.
No, I know he's fucked. If he's a voodoo doll, he's done.
Yeah.
And just sponsors, by the way, for our show, just so deodorant and Listerine. These are important items.
We need baby wipes on there next time.
Yeah. We got baby wipes, hand sanitizer, of course, always.
And
never this. This is bad. No axe.
Demi, I like that you own that just to show us not.
That's it. No, it's an example. This is what you don't use.
Like, I just imagine you buying shit at the grocery store. You're like,
I actually found it laying around my house. I wouldn't buy that shit.
Don't admit.
I admit nothing. And Boris is watching you. There we go. All right. Well, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, and have a good weekend, everyone. Peace.